What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Felix the Phantom video, and today we are going to do a trailer breakdown of the new Scream 7 trailer. Now, if y'all have not seen my Scream 7 trailer reaction, I would recommend and motivate you guys and encourage you to go check out that video. I give my honest thoughts on it, and my thoughts are I'm very excited for this movie. You know, I hope it's better than 6 because I'm not really a big fan of Scream 6. I'm okay with 5, but you know my favorite are like the first 3 because they're just super classic and awesome, right? But I'm very excited. You know what Kevin Williamson is doing with Scream 7. I do understand the whole controversy with Melissa Barrera, right, behind the scenes, and with Jenna Ortega not being there, right. But honestly, guys, I'm gonna be very honest. Those characters I never really got like very much connected with. I mean, I know Sam Carpenter was cool being Billy's daughter and everything, and you know, then Jenna being the half sister and everything. Like, it's cool. I understand what they were going with, but it never like interested me to like follow their story all the way through. So I'm okay with them starting over fresh with Sidney Prescott again and having her having a daughter. So I'm okay with that. So without further ado, that's where I stand with Scream 7. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break down this trailer and let's do this. So we first see here is that this couple. I forgot the actor and the actor's name. Don't blame me. But we have them coming to Stu Macher's house as a rental, as a B&B rental, I guess. This is pretty cool because I know there's some stuff in the real world right now where you can go to museums and stuff like that of wars and serial killers' houses, stuff like that, and you can go walk into their houses and like a whole documentary of like the victims and pictures. I know that happens sometimes in real life. But now it looks like they're bringing it into the movie universe, right? Where they go into Stu Macher's house, and they want to you know spend the night there, which is pretty weird. I want to do that, but let's go ahead and play.
This is it.
Right, you see here that this is the outline of Richard and Billy where they died, which is pretty weird seeing the dead bodies there, and the outlines of them. But it's...
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer.
You get Stu Macher. Here you can see the Stab. The Stab poster, because we know that Stab is a movie in the Scream franchise, right? They take events that happen in real life and put them into a movie, so Hollywood can get more money and stuff like that. And so you have the guy here laying down on Billy Loomis's body,
B&B.
His outline, and you see the blood splatter there where Billy got shot in the head, which is pretty gnarly. And you got the wife with the whole pretty cool, they're messing with the animatronic here, right? And I don't know, but I have a feeling that right now it's animatronic, but I have a feeling like later on in the opening scene that the animatronic is not going to be animatronic no more. It's actually going to be Ghostface himself, which would be pretty cool. I know in every scene or every opening scene in all the Scream movies, it's usually one killer that starts off, but I'm kind of expecting to do something different. I know Scream 6 did a killer killing another killer, so I'm hoping that in this one, it'll be 2 killers in the opening, right? Like you'll find out like, oh wow, there's more than one right off the bat, instead of just going like, oh, is there 1, is there 2, right? Most likely there's always more than 1 or 2, right? So, but yeah, so it's pretty cool that they have animatronic. I'm guessing that later down the video, or that later in the movie, it's not gonna be an animatronic no more. It's gonna be a real life Ghostface. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
So cool. It's a motion detector.
And here, all of a sudden, you see Ghostface himself coming behind the girl right here. And I know this right here. It's this right here. It's basically the Ghostface mask from Scream 5 in the trailer. When he goes like this right at the very end. So he's there for a Stab poster, I guess. And you see Ghostface right behind her, which is gonna be like, dude, you better turn around, girl. Better turn around. And all of a sudden, you see Ghostface trying to attack the girl. She runs up the stairs, grabs a lamppost, hits Ghostface in the head with it. Like always, Ghostface always gets hit in the head, right? And all of a sudden, Ghostface falls off the stairs. The girl is on the chandelier, trying to hang on for dear life. right? Because she doesn't want to die. Now, where's the husband here, right? And what's the guy? My theory is I think the guy's already dead at this point. You know, I think Ghostface killed him maybe in a different place of the house, maybe upstairs, downstairs, in the basement, you know, wherever they're at. Maybe he's probably dead at this moment. It's only her that's alive at this time. So, which is unfortunate, right? That part right there is like, man, dude, this girl is like, she's about to land right on Ghostface's knife. Like, dude, that is gnarly, bro. Just falling and it's just seeing through your POV shot, about to land on someone's knife right there and there. Like, brother, that is gnarly. That is torturing. That's a couple of seconds of torture. So it's pretty cool that they're getting a little they're getting a little, what's that word called, creative with the kill, a little more fun with it, right? So that's pretty cool. I can't wait for this opening scene. I just hope it's good and on par with the first one.
Hello?
And here we get our first look of Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott for the 6th time of the franchise, right? Which is cool. Like I said, I love Sidney Prescott. I love Neve Campbell. I think she's a great actress. You know, she does really well in the portrayal of Sidney Prescott. The way she cries, she yells, she screams. She's a very good actress, and I'm very excited what Kevin Williamson is gonna bring with Sidney Prescott once again, because he only did her lines in the first movie. So I'm excited what Kevin Williamson is gonna do with Sidney Prescott in this movie. So,
Sidney, did you miss me?
I can tell here that this is the same sweater that she wore in the earlier scene where she answered the phone with Ghostface, right? So I'm guessing this takes place in the same day. The phone call takes place in the morning, and this incident takes place later on at night, obviously because it's at nighttime. And now, do we know if it was a Ghostface incident that happened or something else happened? Everyone else there, that, you know, the news reporting crew are trying to figure out what happened. And Sidney Prescott's like, oh man, like, don't tell me this is gonna happen again. I just got a phone call earlier, and now there's someone probably most likely dead in this house. So she's probably gonna start putting the dots together.
Nice little town.
Now they got a new town, right? Sidney Prescott and her family moved to Pine Grove. You see right here in the movie theater, it says Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is like a little nod, right, to horror fans. Which is cool, right? You see the town here is kind of popular. You see all these cars, these people walking down the streets. So, pretty nice town that they found, like Ghostface says.
You found you and your pretty daughter.
There's Isabel May playing as Sidney's daughter, right? Now, I've heard a lot of people saying, like, whoa, didn't Sidney have 2 kids? Because in Scream 5, when she's going out for the walk when Dewey calls her, or for a run when Dewey calls her, she literally has a double stroller, which means that there's 2 kids in that stroller. And here, in this trailer, we only see Isabel May in this trailer. So I'm thinking, like, well, where's the other daughter? You know, like, are they going to retcon, you know, what happened, the events of the 5th movie? Like, are they going to retcon, you know, the family in that movie? You know, I don't know. Like, it's going to be weird, you know, like, you see Sidney with 2 kids in the 5th movie, and now in 7, you're like, whoa, there's only 1. There's only ever been 1. So it's kind of weird. It's pretty weird. So I hope they kind of, you know, explain why there's only 1 child in this movie. So
Reminds me of where we grew up.
And here, of course, we see McKenna Grace and the other one. I forgot her name, guys. Please forgive me. I kind of forgot her name. But this scene kind of reminds me of Halloween. You know, when Laurie Strode is with her friends walking down the sidewalk, right? Talking about Michael Myers in the house and all that stuff, right? We're gonna go party, right? But there's McKenna Grace from Ghostbusters. She's a great actress, so I hope, you know, she does really well in this movie. Then the other actress, I have not seen her plenty in other movies, or shows, but I have heard that she's really good. At her line delivery. So, you know, all hopes to her. And then you can tell that Isabel May is kind of wearing the same jacket that Sidney wore in Scream 2, right? The brown leather jacket. So little homage there. But listen what Ghostface said right here, where he said, you know,
Where we grew up.
Where we grew up. That's kind of like a hint, because we all understand and know that Stu Macher is in this movie, that Matthew Lillard is in this movie, right? He announced it back last a couple months ago on his Instagram. Kevin Williamson even himself came out and said that Stu Macher and Matthew Lillard are coming back for this movie. So just to hear Ghostface say, it reminds me of where we grew up, right? It's kind of like, okay, like, are you throwing, like, little baiting out there? Like, are you trying to tell us that it is Stu Macher? Are you trying to tell us that maybe it's Stu's sister, you know, Leslie Macher, you know? Like, because I know Leslie Macher was mentioned in Scream 5, and, you know, with Sam and Tara, right? So, you know, maybe they could bring him back for this movie. I don't know, but it's going to be like a rehash repeat of Scream 2, you know, family revenge, right? I don't know if fans are going to like that or not. But, you know, this Ghostface is saying, you know, it reminds me of where we grew up. So, is that a hint what Kevin Williamson's trying to tell us? We'll find out.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
And there it says Woodsboro, California, which means the killer is calling her from Woodsboro, right? Now, if you see the scene from earlier where Sidney first answers the phone, the phone call says unknown, right? So we don't know if it's the killer, and they're doing like a little trailer trickery where they're just overlaying Ghostface's voice in that scene. And this one's actually the actual Ghostface talking to Sidney. You know, that's what Sidney's sending him stuff right here, right? Being a a-hole and stuff like that. But and you can also see that Sidney's coffee shop is called the Little Latte, which is pretty cool, pretty nice. And you also notice that Sidney's wearing the exact same sweater from, you know, the first scene. And so what I'm thinking is that the first scene happens, answers the phone call, then she goes to the coffee shop. You know, these are what I'm connected dots. She goes to the coffee shop, doing her work, all that stuff. She gets the phone call. Then I think that's when Ghostface tells her, like, hey, you know, if you don't believe it's me, maybe you should go down this street and see what's going on. And maybe Ghostface gets the best of her, manipulates her, then she gets up, goes down the street, or maybe she's going home and she sees the ambulance, the police tape, and you know, the camera crew outside. And that's when she starts noticing, like, oh man, maybe this phone call that I did get earlier, maybe it is real. Maybe it's not a prank. Maybe it is real. So I'm putting the dots together.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sidney.
And there we get Sidney's husband, Mark. We
Behind the
understand
voice
it's
changer.
not
Oh,
Mark.
I'm not hiding, Sidney.
Right, so I hope he doesn't die. I hope Sidney's husband survives to the very end. Cause later on in the trailer, it shows like Ghostface stabbing him, which I'm hoping they're doing some trailer trickery here. So, and Sidney married a sheriff, right? We all know this was supposed to be Mark Kincaid. There's just no point, right? So that's what we all thought it was gonna be Mark Kincaid, you know, Patrick Dempsey from Scream 3. But fortunately, because of, you know, scheduling reasons, he couldn't be in this film. But they got this guy. So hoping, and now Ghostface is gonna be pretty serious in this movie. Now he's gonna be in the house.
Not this time.
Ghostface, not this time. Yeah, all those past Ghostfaces back in the day, yeah, they mess with you. They sneak around and everything. But I'm different. I'm me, Sidney, Sid. Psh, yeah, right. I'm coming straight for you. Like, I ain't hiding nothing. Like, I'm gonna come to you and try to kill you right off the bat. So Ghostface looks awesome, man. I like the cinematography already, so let's do it. Yeah, Sid and Tatum going inside this little safe here. You know, Sid hitting Ghostface with a bat in the face, locks herself in. You see that she has cameras. You see that she has cameras here, right? To see in case that they get locked themselves inside the safe. The cameras here will show her where the Ghostface is hiding inside the house. But I don't get it. Like, okay, if they're in the safe house, why? You know, okay, I'll get there. And you see Ghostface coming out like Michael Myers. You know, the dead man. You know, the evil man has no soul, had the devil's eyes, right? Kind of like Michael Myers. And you can't kill the boogeyman, but you can't kill the ghost, right? So it's pretty cool.
Down to the
And here I'm a little confused. Cause, okay, it shows you like they're in the safe room, and all of a sudden now they're going through a crawl space through the walls. It's like, okay, well then, why did you leave in the safe room in the first place? Did Ghostface cut the power out? Did the safe get unlocked, so then they have to find a way out? Or maybe like they know that Ghostface is not gonna let them out, and they're trying to escape the house, while them thinking that Ghostface thinks that they're in the safe still. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you gotta wait. And you got Ghostface going like, bruh, I ain't stupid, bro. I know you're behind that wall. I'm gonna start stabby. Man, that's gonna be a crazy scene, bro. Like, Ghostface is going pow, 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 stab. And Sydney and Tatum are like, dude, we gotta get out of here. You go that way, I go this way. Maybe Tatum's screaming mom here, but maybe Sydney got stabbed. You know, maybe I don't know. Maybe Sydney got scratched. Maybe she got stabbed. Maybe she got cut in her arm or her thigh. I mean, we don't know. But we just have to wait till the movie comes out.
I want to be a fighter.
Yep, now we see there that, you know, Sydney's husband is going downtown. The city's empty. You see Tatum here telling her mom that she wants to be a fighter like her. So probably Sydney tells Tatum, you know, the history behind Ghostface and the killer, why he's after her and all this stuff. So which is pretty cool.
Like you.
See Sydney going inside the house with the gun. That's probably like at the very end of the movie. See Tatum here leaving out of her car. She looks very shocked. Maybe she saw a dead body. Maybe she's panicking because something happened to her. She's running. She's probably going to her mom's latte shop.
If you hurt her,
I'm not going to hurt her.
Face is like, where do you think you're going? Like, I'm following you everywhere you go. I don't care if you have a car. I'm gonna follow you because I want to kill you. So there's Ghostface, you know, trying to, go after her.
Until you're here to see it.
Oh, and there's Ghostface saying like, hey, listen, I don't want to kill you until you're here to see the pain I'm gonna bring you, right? And all of a sudden, now you see Gale Weathers and Chad and Mindy on screen, right? For the like millionth time, Gale Weathers is back. Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers is back, right? I hope they use her good in this movie. I don't think they really utilized her well in Scream 5 and 6. She was kind of like a side character, right? So I really hope that they kind of like redeem her in this movie, make her better. And now you see Chad here. The rumors are true. Chad and Mindy are working for Gale Weathers at the news station, so which is gonna be pretty dang awesome.
let's unmask this fucker.
Chad and Mindy there. This looks like it's gonna be part of the bar scene. Ghostface is gonna be in there. You know, Ghostface is probably gonna fight Chad and Mindy at the same time. You know, so it's gonna be like, man, I hope Chad and Mindy don't die. You know, if there's gonna be someone who's gonna die, I think it's gonna be Mindy. I don't think they're going to kill off Chad. So I think Mindy's probably gonna be one of the ones to die in this movie. You know, which is gonna suck. I do like Jasmine. I do like the actors, and I do like the character of Mindy. So if they do kill her off, you know, it'll be disappointing. It'll be unfortunate. But hey, man, in these Scream movies, you gotta have carnage counts, brother. You got to.
All your friends died.
And you can hear Dewey there saying, "All your friends die," right? Even the ones who are close to you. You see Mindy hitting Ghostface with the frying pan. Where's it at? Right, you see Celeste O'Connor. See Celeste O'Connor hiding behind the bar. Ghostface. You see Mindy here hitting Ghostface with a frying pan. Ghostface was like, "Hey man, what the heck?" So yeah, so I guess Celeste O'Connor, Mindy, and Chad are gonna fight Ghostface in the same building, you know. So it's gonna be like, ooh, it'll be nice. You see Chad here a little worried. Maybe he got scratched in the arm. I don't think he's getting stabbed in this movie. That guy got stabbed like 1,000 times in Scream 6, and a lot of people were pretty mad about that. So I think he's scratched, and he probably sees blood on the floor. Maybe he sees his sister dead on the floor. You know, it'll be very unfortunate, like I said.
Just being near you.
And we see Cindy's husband looking for something on the ground. He's about to leave, and Ghostface ties him to this wrapping paper, try to suffocating him through the wrapping paper, and all of a sudden, boom, Ghostface stabs him. Now, is this misdirection? I think it is. I think Ghostface does not stab him in the neck or the head. I think Ghostface stabs him in the shoulder or in the leg, so he won't be able to escape or walk. But I don't think Cindy's husband is dying in this scene. I don't think so. But that is a cool shot, though. That's pretty cool.
Where is my...
Now you see Cindy here running through the town. Now you gotta ask yourself, like earlier in the preview, we see the town is full of people, cars, people, right? And here, like at night, like the city, the town is empty. Like there's no one here. So I'm guessing, like, well, did everyone leave for an event outside of town? Or did people evacuate the city? Like what's going on here? Like, why is it empty in this point, you know? And why is Sydney running? Like, where's her vehicle? Is she getting chased by Ghostface? Did she get attacked in the vehicle or in the car by Ghostface? You know, did Ghostface slash her tires and she can't go inside, you know, use her vehicle? Like, what's going on? You know, there's a lot of questions that I want to know.
My daughter!
And there's Sydney, right? I think that's the ending in the movie where I think Sydney goes to maybe someone's house. Ghostface is there. You know, she's confronting Ghostface. Maybe Ghostface captured Tatum, and she's asking him, "Where is my daughter? You know, where's Tatum? Where did you put my daughter? Where did you put her?" And that's probably where the Ghostface reveal happens, right? Maybe at the house somewhere. So it's gonna be pretty cool. We see Tatum here with a gun.
Tatum.
Sydney's looking through Ghostface through the camera, which is pretty cool, right? Using technology these days.
Listen to me.
Tatum there, and like I said, in City Store with the gun, trying to ask her mom for some help. This would be pretty cool, right? A dynamic with mother and daughter joining forces to take down Ghostface, right, with the gun. This would be a pretty cool scene. I can't wait for that.
Trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall.
Shoot him to the wall, Tatum. Shoot him to the wall, like she said. So this will be a pretty cool scene, man. I can't wait what's gonna happen. You know, why is Tatum there in the first place, right? Was she getting chased by Ghostface? You know, is this the same scene where Tatum was running out of her car and Ghostface appeared in front of her? Like, is that the same scene? You know, are they, you know, together? Are they separate scenes? You know, it's a lot of questions that we know. But you know what? Like, we'll wait till the full movie comes out. We'll see what's up.
To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now!
And Ghostface gets shot, but we already know Ghostface, he's always wearing a bulletproof vest. That guy don't die. Alright, so you want to shoot him you gotta shoot him in the head. Like Randy says, you gotta shoot him in the head, Sid. Because they always come back for one last scare.
Oh, you got him. He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
Of course, Ghostface pops up, grabs her. We see Ghostface here grabbing Celeste O'Connor out of nowhere, scaring the crap out of her. So, dude, I hope Celeste O'Connor doesn't die. I mean, and McKenna Grace. I hope none of those two die. I think they look they look like really good friends of Isabel May's character of Tatum. So I'm hoping they don't die. I know there's some other characters like the boyfriends and stuff like that are supposed to be in this movie, but this trailer highly focuses on Sydney's family. So I'm expecting a huge carnage count in this movie, guys. I'm really expecting that. We see Tatum pushing Ghostface through the window, which is probably Sydney's shop. We see Sydney's husband getting dragged here. So Sydney's husband is not dead when he gets stabbed. Unless this is another character, I can't really see. But if that's Sydney's husband, he's not dead. He's probably going to use him as bait to track Sydney into the location that he's in, right? Ghostface here pouring up all the grass in Stu Macher's house. This is most likely after him killing the couple that's trying to rent Stu's house for the B&B, and Ghost was like, nope, screw that, I'm burning it all down, man. I'm gonna burn it all down. And he's pouring gas everywhere.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
I'm gonna burn it all down, like he said. And look, in this scene, you see Sydney is wearing the exact same sweater from the other scenes. It's funny because when Sydney and Tatum are getting attacked by Ghostface, and I say she's wearing the same sweater. So what my guess is, maybe this is the beginning where Ghostface jumps down from the ceiling, Mark leaves, Sydney jumps down the ceiling. Ghostface jumps down the ceiling. No, what I think is gonna happen is that Mark and Sydney are talking, lights go out. Mark is like, oh, maybe he's just paranoid. There's nothing. Maybe the power went out. And Mark goes out and he leaves, right? It's just Sydney and Tatum in the house. And then, you know, Sydney hears the thing open. Ghostface jumps down. Sydney sees him. He's like, that's what he says, mother, right? And he pulls out the gun and starts to shoot him. Ghostface runs away. Maybe she runs out of ammo. Or maybe Ghostface attacks her. She drops the gun. She can't get it. Ghostface going after her. She gets Tatum. They go into the safe. Hides in the safe. And then, you know, that's my theory. That's my theory of what's going on.
Mother!
Ghostface running away, walking away from Stu Macher's house. That's being set on fire. So whoever Ghostface is probably going up against. It's probably against maybe just real killers in general. Maybe against people celebrating killers. You know, maybe that could be the motive, right? People celebrating true crime. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like I'm very curious of what the motive is going to be for this movie. Logo looks fantastic though. I like the ghost face mask in the back to sit away in the smoke. This will be freaking cool.
This is gonna be fun.
And then we hear Stu Macher. Matthew Lillard himself as Stu Macher. saying this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be fun.
Now, am I thinking that this is gonna be AI usage here? Probably, most likely, yes. The theory is that there's
Fun.
AI in this movie. I'm trying to get that.
This is gonna be fun.
Here's Ghostface. Oh, sorry.
This is gonna be fun.
Here's Ghostface. This looks like the attic for Stu Macher's house. So I'm thinking like maybe this is Ghostface killing the husband in the beginning. Killing him. Maybe he does die in the attic. Because that does look like an attic setting. So maybe Ghostface kills the guy in the beginning in the attic, and then after killing him, he jumps down and then he goes after the girl, right? But here you hear Matthew Lillard, Stu Macher saying this is gonna be fun, because there's been leaks out there of another trailer going where it will show you Stu Macher's Matthew Lillard on the phone screen, or Stu Macher on the phone screen, you know, and people are thinking like, is he alive? Is it AI? Like, what's the shebang, right? I honestly think, honest to God, that it's gonna be AI. You know, as much as I want Stu Macher to be alive in this movie because of all the theories for these past years, I honestly think that Stu Macher's dead. I think it's gonna be Leslie Macher, Stu's sister. That's gonna be the killer in this movie. I do believe that it's gonna be AI. That's gonna be messing with Sid, with Stu Macher's face on through the AI, right? Because that's what AI is doing these days, messing with people's brains. So that's my theory. But yeah, guys, that is my trailer breakdown for Scream 7. What do you guys think of this movie? Are you guys excited? Are you guys, you know, optimistic? Are you guys like, it looks okay? Like, what do you guys think of this movie? I'm very excited. Like, I love Scream. I love Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4. Scream 5 I'm okay with. Scream 6 I'm a little mixed on. But dude, I'm so stoked at what Kevin Williamson is going to do with this movie, because I'm so excited what he's going to bring to the table of the Scream franchise. But that is it, guys. That is my trailer breakdown for the Scream 7 trailer. I'm hearing rumors that there's probably going to be a second trailer for Scream 7 in the next couple of weeks, because this movie is literally coming out in the next 3 to 4 months. So if the second trailer comes out, you already know I'm going to react to it. I'm doing another trailer breakdown for that. So yeah, guys, but that is it for today's video. Just want to say thank you so much for coming at the end of this video, watching the entire thing. And you guys would like to see more trailer breakdowns of movies, go ahead and like that button, press subscribe, you know, click on that notification button so you could be updated with all my videos posting. And thank you guys for everything you guys do. And remember, if you're a fan of something, you are part of one huge fandom or family. But that is it for today's video, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.